Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of our collective past. Today, we find ourselves at the threshold of an extraordinary adventure, one that would bridge the East and the West and forever change the course of history. Our topic for today's episode is Marco Polo's travels to China, a journey that began in 1271 and spanned nearly a quarter of a century. The year is 1271, and the world is a complex tapestry of empires, kingdoms, and city-states. The Mongol Empire, under the leadership of Kublai Khan, stretches from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea, creating a vast territory of relative stability and openness that facilitates travel and trade across previously impassable borders. It is within this context that our story begins. In the bustling city of Venice, a young Marco Polo, accompanied by his father Niccolo and uncle Maffeo, prepares to embark on a journey that would take them to the farthest reaches of the known world. The Polo family, renowned merchants and traders, had long been fascinated by the exotic stories of the East, and now they were about to experience it firsthand. As we explore the earliest history of Marco Polo's travels, we find ourselves in the company of intrepid explorers, cunning merchants, and visionary leaders, all of whom played their part in shaping the course of events. The journey that began with Niccolo and Maffeo Polo's initial travels to China in 1260 would eventually lead Marco to the court of Kublai Khan himself in the magnificent city of Dadu, modern-day Beijing. The Mongol Empire's vast network of trade routes, known as the Silk Road, stretches over 4,000 miles, connecting Europe and Asia. Along this ancient route, merchants and travelers like the Polo family would encounter a diverse array of cultures, including Muslims, Christians, and Buddhists, each with their own unique customs and traditions. As we navigate the intricate landscapes of 13th century Asia, we find that the city of Samarkand, in present-day Uzbekistan, was a major stopping point for merchants and travelers. This vibrant city, with its stunning architecture and bustling markets, was a hub of trade and commerce, where exotic spices, precious stones, and fine silks were exchanged. In 1271, Marco Polo, accompanied by his father and uncle, sets out from Venice on their journey to China. They travel through present-day Turkey, Armenia, and Persia, following the ancient trade routes that had been established by the Mongols. Along the way, they encounter a multitude of challenges, from treacherous mountain passes to scorching deserts, but also experience the warmth and hospitality of the people they meet. As we delve deeper into the origins of Marco Polo's travels, we begin to appreciate the complex web of historical events and cultural exchanges that made his journey possible. The confluence of Mongol power, mercantile interests, and a sense of adventure created a perfect storm that would carry Marco Polo to the farthest reaches of the known world. As Marco Polo settles into life in Dadu, modern-day Beijing, he is struck by the majesty of the Mongol Empire. The city is a marvel of engineering, with its sophisticated irrigation systems, grand architecture, and bustling markets. Marco is fascinated by the diverse array of cultures that converge here, from the Tibetan Buddhists to the Chinese Confucians, each with their unique customs and traditions. At the Khan's court, Marco Polo quickly gains favor with Kublai Khan himself, who is impressed by the young Venetian's intelligence, curiosity, and linguistic skills. Marco becomes an emissary for the Khan, traveling throughout the empire, collecting taxes and conducting diplomatic missions. He witnesses firsthand the Mongol Empire's vast network of trade routes, known as the Silk Road, which stretches over 4,000 miles, connecting Europe and Asia. As Marco travels through the empire, he encounters a multitude of wonders, from the majestic mountains of Tibet to the lush forests of southern China. He marvels at the advanced agricultural systems, the sophisticated irrigation techniques, and the vibrant markets that showcase the exotic spices, precious stones, and fine silks of the East. Marco is particularly fascinated by the Mongol Empire's system of paper currency, which he sees as a revolutionary innovation in trade and commerce. One of the most significant events during this period is Marco's involvement in the Khan's military campaigns. In 1276, Kublai Khan launches a campaign against the southern Song dynasty, with Marco Polo serving as an emissary and advisor to the Khan, The campaign is successful, and the Mongols capture the city of Hangzhou, which becomes a major center of trade and commerce. As we delve deeper into this period of Marco's travels, we begin to appreciate the profound impact that his journey has on the Western world. Marco's stories of the East, with its exotic cultures, advanced technologies, and vast wealth, spark a sense of wonder and curiosity in Europe. His tales of the Mongol Empire's grandeur, its sophisticated systems of governance, and its extensive trade networks inspire a new generation of explorers, merchants, and traders. The period between 1275 and 1292 is often considered the height of Marco Polo's influence and power within the Khan's court. During this time, he becomes a close advisor to Kublai Khan, playing a key role in shaping the empire's trade policies and diplomatic relations with Europe. Marco's expertise in languages, including Mongolian, Chinese, and Persian, makes him an invaluable asset to the Khan, as he facilitates communication between the Mongol Empire and its various vassal states. As Marco Polo departs from the Khan's court in 1292, he is given a grand send-off, with the Khan himself presenting him with gifts and accolades. Marco's journey back to Venice is long and arduous, taking him over 2 years to complete. He travels by sea, passing through the Strait of Malacca and into the Indian Ocean, where he encounters a multitude of challenges, from treacherous storms to pirate attacks. Upon his return to Venice in 1295, Marco Polo is greeted as a hero, with tales of his adventures and exploits spreading like wildfire throughout the city. He is welcomed back by his family and friends who are eager to hear stories of his time in the East. Marco's experiences have a profound impact on the Western world, inspiring a new generation of explorers, merchants, and traders. One of the most significant legacies of Marco Polo's travels is the introduction of Eastern ideas and technologies to Europe. He brings back with him knowledge of the Mongol Empire's system of paper currency, which inspires the development of banking systems in Italy. Marco also introduces Europeans to the concept of the compass, which revolutionizes navigation and exploration. The Mongol Empire, which had once been so dominant, begins to decline in the 14th century, weakened by internal conflicts and external pressures. However, the legacy of Marco Polo's travels endures, shaping the course of European history and inspiring future generations of explorers and adventurers. In the words of Marco Polo himself, "I have not told half of what I saw," a testament to the incredible experiences he had during his time in the East. And so, as we bid farewell to Marco Polo's travels, we stand at the threshold of a new era of exploration and exchange, one that will be shaped by the lessons and legacies of his incredible journey. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.